All right, good morning, everybody. On August 2nd, beautiful Sunday morning. It's going to be nice and warm, beautiful summer day down here in sunny Southern California. Thank you for joining me right here on the Latino Rebuilding Company YouTube channel, your outpost on the West Coast in sunny Southern California. These are interesting chronicles I'm just filming for myself. Hopefully they'll help others. I'm not going to do these too much longer. It was a really busy day on the Iowa yesterday, on the Battleship, Iowa. My boss came in, and you could tell he didn't want to ask me. He goes, Latino Rebuilding Company, I need a huge favor to ask from you. And of course I did. So I worked 12 hours yesterday. I started at about 6:30 and got out at just about 6 o'clock in the evening. But what a wonderful day, busy day. We'll take a little drive, do a little bit of talking. I really want to film some stuff on the Iowa for you guys this morning. I was asked by the actual boss, Bob, who's an amazing boss. And he's got a real cool history behind him that I will share with you guys. You guys are going to get a kick out of it one day. I won't do it here. But anyways, Bob asked me another big favor, if I could come in and open this morning, stick around till 9 or whenever. I could leave whenever I want. I go, yeah, sure, no problem. Let me shut off the music. So that's why I'm here. I'm leaving my house about a little after 5 right now. Head over down to San Pedro and open up the ship. We'll be right back. All right, so we're back. Excuse me. I met a lot of interesting people on the ship yesterday. A lot of stuff. I was extremely busy. We were extremely busy. It was me, Henry, who we call the Machine, or I do anyways. Henry the Machine, and Dennis was there, and we got along great. We had I won't say an incident, but we did have our work cut out for us. Regarding just some stuff. But anyways, I'm not gonna really report on the security parts or what issues we come up with. I want to always focus positively on the ship, on the battleship. But it's like a security job anywhere else, especially in a big city, especially in Los Angeles. It comes with what you expect for it to come with the job. And we were busy, especially in the afternoon. So Dennis had to go take care of some business. He goes, "Hey, Tino, I need you, if you could close the ship for me, please, man." And I go, "Yeah, no problem, I got it." And we did. I didn't get to raise the flag or even raise it this morning. I wanted to film that. I'm really proud that I do that. But we had an overnight group that stayed on the ship last night, and they asked to raise and lower the flag. And I said, "Yeah, no problem." As a matter of fact, I'm going to contact them when I get to the ship right now, see what time they're going to raise the flag, because I want to participate in that. And maybe I'll film that part of it. But I didn't finish telling you the story yesterday. We came upon that accident where, apparently people were killed there. And, the car burned to the ground. I hope they weren't burned to death, at least on that other car. But it was a nasty accident. They shut down the freeway all day, the 405 through the 710. And, of course, the investigative reports on that took out probably all day. And especially because of the fatalities. And it was just a perfect example, a reminder of destiny in the universe, that it could all end at any second, guys. And I was on my way to my happy place, and these people were no longer on their way to theirs forever. So anyways, getting back real quick, you're learning Navy traditions and procedures and stuff, and you definitely want to follow them and carry them out. You don't want to be the oddball. But it's not just a museum; it's a memorial. The ship is a memorial for crewmen who have perished. So you take all this with a lot of respect and honor, and you treat everything with dignity as much as you can. But so when the ship is tied up in port, it has to have its Union Jack flag up front on the bow, and it's got to have the Stars and Stripes on the stern, on the rear of the ship. And you raise and lower the flag. You could tell who the Navy veterans and who the Iowa veterans are. And we actually have a veteran there from the Battleship, Missouri. I've talked to him a couple times. Neat guy to talk to. But you can tell who they are because as they approach the top of the gangplank, they turn to the flag and they salute before they board the ship. And it's impressive. It's impressive that they're much, much older now, but that part of that is still ingrained in them. So actually it's extremely impressive to watch. Their love for the ship, their love for the military, and their love for their country. And so yeah, you have to carry yourself accordingly then. You don't want to stand out, you don't want to be the goofball, you don't want to be that guy. Not when you're surrounded by honorable people. Anyways, I also learned when the ship is underway, then the small Star and Stripe isn't flying on the rear. That's when they they hoist a large American flag way up top on the ship's mast. So kind of like just behind the bridge or in between the two funnels. Huge flag. That's when they hoist a big giant American flag when the ship is underway out in open sea and stuff. And other stuff, I'm sure. I've seen where the flag is hoisted even when the ship is in dry dock. And so this something among the battleship. This is interesting, and I just found this out recently, and we're talking in the last month maybe. When the Iowa had its accident and the 47 crewmen perished, and you read the names, you look at the names, and you got a wonderful, wonderful memorial here on YouTube that they hold on April 18th, the anniversary of that event. And I watched that, and it was actually very moving, and a beautiful memorial. And but as I looked at all the names, one name stood out to me because I'm a Mexican guy, right? I'm Mexican American, born here in California. My mom is from Mexico City, and my dad is from the state of Michoacan. And I'm very, very proud of my Mexican and my American heritage. I'm very fortunate. Like I tell the young vatos my age, who remind me of me when I was their age. I go, hey homie, you got the best of both worlds, bro. You belong to two countries. You can go back and forth and dwell in both cultures and their traditions and marry and start families, and not everyone on the planet can say that. So it's interesting the reactions I get from these young Latino dudes when I tell them that. Another interesting reaction, yesterday was my first amongst those names of the 47 seamen who perished on the Iowa. One name caught my eye because it was the only Mexican name on there. And I'm going to say his name here, and I'm pushing awareness of who he was and his name. I'm going to start pushing it here in the Latino community down in Southern California, because the Iowa belongs to Southern California right now. The Iowa belongs to San Pedro, to LA, to Southern California. Iowa belongs to the whole country. But the Latino community should not fear or think, oh, this is a white people thing, and we're excluded. That's bullshit, man. Latinos serve the nation's military and law enforcement, first responders all over the country, all over the place. My dad worked for the county of Los Angeles for about 34 years. I'm currently still working for the county of Los Angeles. I got 41 years, guys. My grandpa worked for the county of Los Angeles. He worked a few years, I wouldn't say just under 5. So the men in my family have given chunks of their lives to the county of Los Angeles. And Latinos are part. If you're Latino, you're listening to this. Listen, because I'm going to film one of these in Spanish very soon. Yeah, the shit belongs to you. If you want to make yourself part of this country, respect our laws, contribute, participate, and admire, respect her history. Yeah, this country belongs to you too. Trust me. Americans will open their arms for you. Do everything right. What I'm getting at is this young man died in that turret explosion. His name was Jose Luis Martinez Jr. He was 19 years old. I got a picture of him. Beautiful. Excuse me. Excuse me. Absolutely beautiful. Beautiful smile. Beautiful young man. Like the way we all were at 19. He was on a ship. His girlfriend was pregnant. His wife was pregnant. 7 months pregnant with a little daughter. From what I read, he couldn't stop talking about waiting to get back on shore and going to see his daughter, holding his daughter. So at 19 years old, that kid was really, really proud of where his life was, what he was doing as a crewman on board the Iowa. Trust me, by the time he boarded that ship for the first time, and he felt that energy, the energy that even I feel to this day. He loved what he was doing. He was very proud serving on that Iowa, I guarantee you, and very proud that he was going to be a papa and hold his daughter for the first time. That day never came. Kind of like the people who were killed yesterday we saw here on the freeway just up ahead here about half a mile. That was it. He died serving his country. He died amongst his brothers and will be forever. He stepped out of his bunk, out of his berth that morning. He stepped out of his berth and stepped into eternity. So that's what I'm trying to instill into these. I'm going to start to young Latinos. When I see them, I'm going to make it a point to walk up to them. And that's what I did yesterday. There was a little crew, about 6 young teenage Latinos. And I walked up to them, like I always do. I go, hey, what was your favorite part of the ship? This and that. And they talk to you and they get all happy. And they're glad. Everybody, not just them. Everybody's glad that someone wants to know about their experience. Because you feel good when you step off that ship. You're tired and you're probably sweating, but you feel good. And that's what I did. And then I said, hey, man, you guys from San Pedro here? And they're like, oh, no, we're LA and Anaheim, this and that, Santa Ana. I go, okay. You guys know there was a Latino, a young Mexican kid like us, or like you guys, that died on that battleship and that Turret 2 explosion? Like, no, we didn't know. And then, so I told him the story like I'm telling you guys. I shared his name, Jose Luis Martinez Jr., from Hidalgo, Texas. And I showed they were really interested, especially the girls. They were really, really, especially when they heard the part about the baby daughter, they were really taken aback. And then when I showed them the picture, they couldn't believe it. And they saw themselves, because these were teenagers also I was talking to. And one of the girls told her boyfriend, oh my God, he looks just like you. And I go, you make sure you go up to turret 2. You go up behind the turret, there's a plaque, there's a memorial with all the names of the guys and stuff and flowers. It's a very, very beautiful little memorial. I go, you look at those names, and the name that's going to stand out for you, right in the middle there's going to be a name, Jose Luis Martinez Jr. And that's what they did. I go, I'm going to need your help to start pushing this, because the ship also belongs to the Latino community, just like everybody else. But I don't want the Latino community to be scared of going on board and checking her out. So that's what I'm going to push here. My whole time's serving the Iowa. That's my sermon for this morning. But I really feel good about that, and these kids really felt good about that. And Jose Luis Martinez Jr., wherever you are, we got you, bud. We got you. So anyways, we'll be right back.